Good Sunday morning. Guess what? I have a wonderful guest. Welcome to our show. I just don't want to waste time on this. First of all, I have wonderful everywhere with Steve Young 74 on the channel here tonight. This morning rather. How you doing today, Steve?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Don't ignore
That's
this. Why we should never ignore this $1,450 savings tip. You're probably saying, Jen and Steve, what on earth are you guys talking about? Well, Steve, can I ask you a question? Well, of course I could ask you a question, and I believe you know the answer. What did you and I, both of us collectively, push this idea about 3 to 4 years back? What was it that we would push along to our viewers and listeners?
Let me see. Well, considering we've talked about or spoken about so many different things over the last few years, would it the only thing that comes to mind, and if I'm wrong, correct me, which I don't think I am, something about I think saving $1 a day or something like that.
Oh yeah, you nailed it, Steve. Bingo, ding ding
Did
ding
I?
ding ding. Steve nailed
Did
it.
I?
About
Okay.
4 years ago, three and a half, thank you, Steve. 3.5 to 4 years ago, Steve and I would mention on both of our channels individually and then collectively when we got together the importance of the dollar a day. Now, some people are going to laugh. What's a dollar a day? Well, guess what? For those that ignore the dollar a day, for the last 3 years, okay, if you did do the dollar a day, guess what? That means you saved $1,450. Now, could you use that? I bet a lot of people could use $1,450 right now. All they did was save a dollar a day. And the other thing is, can you imagine, Steve, and for the rest of the listeners, if maybe they went on to $2 a day, $3 a day? Why is it important to not ignore this?
Well, anybody that says I can't save any money. I'm not capable of doing it. It's just not within my budget. I disagree. Anybody can take $7 a week or whatever, however you want to look at it, and set it aside and don't do anything with it. A measly dollar, $1 a day. That's
That's
not
right.
that's not really difficult to do. Anybody can scrounge up a dollar, even if it's 4 quarters. It doesn't matter. As long as you
True.
create, as long as you create $1, you're already on the starting track, you know, to being able to save money.
I love that you mentioned something that I even just overlooked in these last few minutes. A quarter is money. 4 quarters equals a dollar a day. Some
Right.
people might say, oh, but I don't want the task of remembering to find a dollar and put it in an envelope every day. No, 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 no. Steve just pointed something out. What did you say about $7 a week?
Well, the only thing I said about the $7 a week is, well, $1 a day times seven equals $7 in a week's period. Now, when it comes to $1 a day, right, I did mention the 4 quarters. Look at it this way. If this may sound a little tacky, but maybe not. If anybody's got some type of piggy bank, yes, I said it. And let's say you put
I do.
4 quarter, if you put 4 quarters a day in there, 4 quarters, well, here's what's going to happen at the end of a year. If you have a credit union or a financial institution, they have these machines that you can go to and dump all this money in there, and it'll count it for you.
That's
It'll count it
right.
for you, and it'll give you a
Good
receipt.
point.
You go to the teller, and they will give you back that amount of money in cash, in bills.
Right.
So there is more than one way besides $1 bills to go about saving the money. If you got quarters, and yeah, I said piggy bank, go that route. What it it there's versatility here. There really is.
I'm glad that you recognize that, and I'm glad that you mentioned about those coin type machines that turn it into into the bank, etc. I actually do to this minute. Actually, I have two banks. Okay. I love piggy
Hmm.
banks. I think they're cute. I think they're a reminder and they're versatile and they're useful. If I break, let's say, a $5 bill outside and I get a bunch of change, it goes right into the piggy bank. So easy
Hmm.
to remember to do that.
See?
You know what, Steve?
Okay.
Tell me what you think of this idea. I treat my dollar a day thing as if a bill. You know how we pay bills to everywhere else? We're always paying bills every single month. That's just a normal thing to do. As a matter of fact, I have to pay a utility bill today while we're on the topic. But
Uh-huh.
if we consider the dollar a day paying ourselves as a bill, even if we do it once a month, even if it's $31 in a 1 month increment, how do we save $1 a day? Steve, you and I talk about this endlessly, right? Like at the grocery store, for example. I mean, wouldn't you
Okay.
agree that we could find ways to save?
Well, with that being said, going to the grocery store. Um, Let me see if I have a old Publix receipt here. I probably don't, but I can tell you this. On one of the last shops that I did at the grocery store, I actually wound up saving more than $1. No, because what I try to do is they do, like, for example, Publix, and I mention Publix a lot because it's so close and convenient. But when I go in there and purchase something on a buy one get one free, it's not free. You're actually getting it half off. So you're automatically, if something costs $5, you're getting it for 250 and 250. That's really the reality of it. So that item right there, I'm getting 250 back. And then if I buy something else that's six, then it's three and three. So 550 and $3, that's what? What 250 and 250 and $3. I meant to say 550. So I'm just using those two items as an example. That right there has already put $5.50 back in my hand automatically. So
Wow.
yes, you can sometimes it's a little bit more than that, but yes, you can save money at the grocery store. I won't go to the grocery store unless I know I can walk out of there with some type of savings back, some way, somehow.
So basically, Steve, what you're saying is all it takes is a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of effort, and not all that much effort, but a little bit of a forethought. And these are the little ways that we could save. And to ignore that dollar a day savings is just stupid. Here's my last statement. Then I'm going to ask you in a minute or two if you have anything else to add to what I'm going to say. Here's the
Okay.
thing, everyone listening, time is going to go by no matter what we do. Time is just going to go by. So why don't we make the best of it? Even if it's with teensy weensy small increments by saying, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter. Slow and steady wins the race. How many people did do this and they have their Christmas funding money, or they have money towards a vacation, or the no excuses offered emergency fund to build up or
Mhm.
perhaps rebuild? We have these opportunities. Steve, is there anything else you would like to add to this?
Well, yes, right quick. It doesn't even have to be 4 quarters when you go to save money in a piggy bank. If you've got nickels, if you've got dimes, it all adds up. So
Absolutely.
I don't like to talk a whole lot about pennies, even though that's still a part of money. But mm, it would take 100 pennies to save $1. That's not saying you can't come up with it, but
Right.
I'm just saying it would take 100 pennies to save $1. But no, but primarily though, you've got your nickels and you've got your dimes and your quarters. Those are the ones I'm primarily harping on here. But there are ways, and there are ways that you can save money, whether it be cash, bills, or change. Either way, it works out.
I love that you pointed all of that out. Steve, thank you so much for being here. And everyone else listening, thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate your time. Don't forget to head on over to the Everywhere with Steve Young 74 channel. He has a great channel with great topics. All right, everybody, take good care. Thanks again, Steve. Have a great day, everyone.
You're welcome. Bye. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Mhm.
Bye bye, Steve.